Hi guys, this is your assignment on ReadWorks. It's called Meet Rosa Parks. I wanted to read it for you as well, so you'll have this video to go to before answering the questions in ReadWorks and the text on ReadWorks. So hopefully this will help a little bit, and if you have questions, make sure that you ask me. This is called Meet Rosa Parks by Suzanne Labella. And I actually did get to meet Rosa Parks when I was a little bit older than you are now. I think I was 10. Because she moved to Detroit, Michigan, where I lived when I was a kid, and they were dedicating a library to her, the Rosa Parks Library, and my class got to go and see the dedication to this new public library. And Rosa Parks was there. She was, I can't remember how old she was then. I think she lived to be in her 90s, but maybe she was in her 80s when I saw her. And she's tiny little lady. She was so small, but so sweet. And she was so excited to have this library named after her. And it was really a cool thing to see as a kid. So this is Meet Rosa Parks. Years ago, places in the United States had laws that kept Black people and white people apart. In some cities, laws said that Black people could not sit next to white people on buses. Other laws did not allow Black people to use the same drinking fountains or restrooms as white people. And I know you guys know that. I know you've heard that, that it was that unfair and that different. But really try to think about what it meant. That just because you looked different, you couldn't do the same things as other people. You know, think about our classmates, think about your friends, think about the kids that you've gone to school with in the past. Would you change your opinion of how you felt about them just because of how they looked? But that's how it was, and it was scary. One day, an African American woman named Rosa Parks got on a bus. After she sat down, the bus became full. The bus driver told Rosa to give up her seat to a white man. Rosa refused. She believed it was not fair that she had to give up her seat. Do you think it would have been fair to give up her seat to a white man? No, we don't. And I was raised by my mom to give up my seat to a woman or someone older than me when I was a kid. I was arrested after refusing to move. People heard about Rosa's protest against the law. Some people said there should be fairer laws. Soon, more people began demanding that the law be changed. Slowly, places in the United States began to change their laws. Bus drivers were no longer allowed to make Black people give up their seats. New laws said Black people must be able to use the same drinking fountains and restrooms as white people. Rosa Parks spoke out for what she believed in. She was a person of strong character. We remember Rosa today as a hero who worked for fairness and equality. So Rosa Parks was brave, and she spoke out for what she believed in. Not only that, but she was willing to or be arrested for what she believed in. And it says she was a person of strong character. And character is what makes you who you are. One way I've heard it described in the past was it's what you do when no one is looking. So if you do the right thing just because you know it's right, then that's strong character. Even if no one's going to notice or thank you, but you help someone when they need it, that's showing strong character. And we remember Rosa today as a hero who worked for fairness and equality. She worked for fairness, what she believed was right and fair, so that people could be treated the way they should be treated, not differently because of how they looked. And equality, that we're all equal. We're equal as people, and we should be treated that way. Number one, what did Rosa Parks refuse to do on a bus? A, give up her seat to an old lady. B, sit down instead of standing up. Or C, give up her seat to a white man. Choose one. Rosa's protest caused some people to start saying the law should be changed. What was an effect of these people demanding change? What was an effect of these people demanding change? A, places in the United States slowly began changing their laws. B, Rosa was arrested for refusing to change seats on the bus. Or C, Rosa started to believe that laws were not fair. And here, if I were you, I would go back to the article and double check. You can do that on ReadWorks, or you can rewind this video. 3. Read these sentences from the text. Rosa Parks spoke out for what she believed in. She was a person of strong character. What evidence from the text supports this statement? A, Rosa refused to give up her seat on the bus because she thought it was unfair. B, some people who heard about Rosa's protest started saying there should be fairer laws. Or C, when the bus Rosa was on became full, the bus driver told Rosa to give up her seat. So the question is, what evidence from the text supports this statement? Rosa Parks spoke out for what she believed in. She was a person of strong character. Which one, A, B, or C, supports that statement? Number 4, the article says Rosa Parks was a person of strong character. How else could Rosa Parks be described based on the article? A, brave. B, lonely. Or C, friendly. 5, what is the main idea of this article? What is the main idea? A, Rosa Parks spoke out against the law she thought was unfair by refusing to give up her seat on a bus to a white man. B, the United States used to have many laws that kept black people and white people apart. C, Rosa Parks wanted to be able to sit down on a bus, but a law stopped her from sitting. So these can all be true, but which one is the main idea of this article? If you had to describe this article to your family at dinner, how would you do it? What was the main idea, the most important idea? Number 6, read these sentences from the text. The bus driver told Rosa to give up her seat to a white man. Rosa refused. She believed it was not fair that she had to give up her seat. Rosa was arrested after refusing to move. Based on these sentences, what does the word refuse mean? A, say no. B, yell. Or C, cry. 7. Read these sentences from the text. The bus driver told Rosa to give up her seat to a white man. Rosa refused. She believed it was not fair that she should give up her seat. How could the last two sentences be combined? A, Rosa refused, so she believed it was not fair that she had to give up her seat. B, Rosa refused, but she believed it was not fair that she had to give up her seat. Or C, Rosa refused because she believed it was not fair that she had to give up her seat. The only thing that's changing is our transition word. So pick which one, A, B, or C, combines the sentences to make sense. They all read okay, like they sound okay when I say them, but only one makes sense to what the story says. Number 8, how did Rosa Parks protest against the law that said black people could not sit next to white people on buses? I want you to take your time with 8. If you're not a great typer, I understand. Just do your best. If you need a little bit of help, you can ask for some help, but it needs to be your idea. I want to hear, how did Rosa Parks protest against the law that said black people could not sit next to white people on buses? Number 9, what did people do when they heard about Rosa's protest? Go back and look through the text. What did people do when they heard about Rosa's protest? And number 10, if Rosa had agreed to move from her seat, would the laws keeping Black people and white people apart in the United States have changed? Why or why not? Support your answer with evidence from the text. If Rosa had agreed to move from her seat and given up her seat to that white man, would the laws keeping Black people and white people apart in the United States have changed? Why or why not? And support your answer with evidence from the text. Evidence is information from the text. What did you see in the text that makes you feel that laws would have changed or not have changed? All right, guys, that was Meet Rosa Parks. Take your time, do your best, and I'll see you soon.